let us criticise the concept of Christmas specials on this here wonderful Easter Sunday. Well, this is a better Christmas special as far as they go. It's actually kind of amusing to have the Doctor break the fourth wall at the end, apparently at William Hartnell's insistence, and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. It's just imagining, it's just like William Hartnell's going, it's a television broadcast, people are going to be watching it, it's Christmas, we need to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And they're going, but it's a science fiction television, we can't just, like, it's not a live event, like, it's not, whatever, dude. And so that's what the go was. And I think Terry Nation didn't give them much script to work with or something. I don't know. Okay, this was like this is one of the few major addressings of, Christmas, or an episode being a distinct holiday / Christmas special in the context of classic Doctor Who. But what would happen is Christmas specials become a staple in UK television, and every other show has a Christmas special. One Foot in the Grave, the great 1990s sitcom, that half of its run in the later part of the decade was just, it appeared every year as like a Christmas special. And it's just, and they wouldn't even necessarily, Christmas wouldn't necessarily be the focus, but it was just, and certainly Doctor Who does Christmas specials now, and it always is tied in with, like, oh, the Cybermen are going to do something in Victorian era England, and it's Christmas time, and it's snowy everywhere, and at the end the Doctor makes sure to wish someone a Merry Christmas or something, and it's just like, man, I get the idea, like, the Doctor's, like, everywhere at once, in a way, in history. Like, if you go by the Doctor Who expanded universe, he's correcting his own serials in history, you know what I mean? Like, you read the wiki about, say, like, Day of the Daleks, and the Doctor did this. Actually, for the 7th Doctor, did this to make sure that this happened, and the 6th Doctor went back to make sure that this happened at the same time. And you're like, I hate this series sometimes. But yeah, so theoretically, it's not like, it's not like, oh, it's a major coincidence that the Doctor goes on so many Christmas adventures. It's just like the Doctor's doing everything at once. Sometimes they'll be at Christmas, I guess. It is kind of a coincidence that so many, like, the Daleks could do so many things, and it's like, oh, they choose to attack on, like, a Christmas special or whatever. But, like, okay, whatever. Like, it's just people watch the show. It's like, you write all this junk, and then you're like, the fans will correct it for in-universe consistency. The Daleks can still be the most dangerous creatures in the galaxy despite being defeated so many times, because the Time War happened, we swear. It was off screen, but it happened, and they were powerful. Now, here's the thing. It's another little Dalek point I want to make. I think early on, it's not like the Daleks are the most, like, powerful and dangerous beings in the galaxy. If they are the most dangerous beings in the universe, galaxy, it's because they're the most evil. And that gave them the capacity to do, their possibilities for cruelty were limitless. But in they had to make them really scary for modern audiences in the newer show, and so then in the new show, Daleks can, like, fly, do anything. Whereas I like the idea that, like, despite being what they are, the Daleks are still a phenomenally dangerous menace to the universe. In the context of the original show, these slow-moving things across the floor, they just have a disintegrator gun, and their capacity for cruelty, which no other species is apparently capable of. You wouldn't even call it just mere indifference, just as a Cyberman might feel. It's just absolute malice and cruelty, or the indifference that a mechanoid might feel, or those androids that the Daleks went to war with later on. They were just indifferent. The Daleks have a certain genuinely supremacist and evil ideology underpinning it all. In the end, the BBC tried to have a crossover between Doctor Who and the police procedural, the kind of quasi-documentary feel that was Z-Cars, but I don't think they were allowed to use the characters' names in the end. And then there's this whole sequence set in a Hollywood film studio in the 1920s, which is a lot of fun, actually. It would be amazing if you could have seen that, not without it being a reconstruction of a missing episode, but it's still a delightful watch. It's odd to have, like, kind of this comic caper in the middle of a supposedly serious Daleks Master Plan, the same serial which killed off Vicky and the Brett character played by Nicholas Courtney, and will start to spoil things, but we'll soon eventually kill off Sarah Kingdom as well. It's just a situation where, I mean, we were able to deal with the chase, and, like, the chase was still had that cool mechanoid thing at the end, and the Mary Celeste sequence, despite all their stupid Alabama Man stuff, you know. So, you know what? This stuff is a hell of a lot more tolerable than the worst stuff in the chase. It's fine. One thing that kind of bugged me about the Daleks master plan, I didn't address this in episode 5, but man, is Invisible Monsters such a cop out. It's just like, why don't you just have a sign that says, like, we have no money? And it's just like, you can, it's like, I know you use your imagination, but no, that's not using, Invisible Monsters is not using your imagination. Let's be real. Anyway, I think we'll end it here. Happy Easter, everyone.